This is Heritage News.
The Holy Ghost has always wanted to fall on that family, but he was waiting for the voice activator. That is to say, on earth, God doesn't move until men activate his presence.
Ahead on Heritage News today, all is now set as House on the Rock Port Harcourt plays host to what has been described as one of the biggest conferences in Port Harcourt, the 2022 edition of the Activate Conference beginning this Thursday.
Plus, the children of the Heritage House make final preparations ahead of its end-of-year presentation.
Hello, it's good to be with you on Heritage News today, the 13th of November 2022. I am at the Nord there in Giga. William Sabule will be back with the details of these stories right after we take on our God Did It segments in a moment. To stay with us.
Prove the doubters wrong.
God still does wonders.
I don't know how God did it, but He came true for me.
God did it, and I'm so grateful.
Once again, you're welcome. This is God Did It on Heritage News. Now we begin today with a testimony from our sister, Mrs. Ayodele Taylor David. She tells us in this voice note how God preserved her life and that of her husband in an incident which occurred a year ago. Let's have a listen.
On the 28th of October, we traveled to Eket. Myself and my husband, we traveled to Eket to return on the 30th. So on the 30th, we decided to go for a friend's sister's wedding. On our way back from the wedding, we were going back to Eket to pick up our stuff. We now go to this very sharp curve at this Eket on our road. My husband he stepped on the brake, but he could not, the brake was not binding anymore, according to him. Just ran into the bush. I won't have been here giving this testimony, but God saved my life. My husband was on the floor while I was up. So he was not like, open the car. I was trying to open the car was not open. He now removed his seatbelt and went to the back of the car. That was where he now managed to come out of the car. While I was still there, I took off my own seatbelt. I sat on the floor. I was just trying to boot that what has happened. I just sustained a little injury just on my hand, then bruise on my leg. My husband had a cut on his finger, 2 of his fingers, but the thing didn't even cut off. The injury didn't get to his bone. Oh God. Then the airbag hit him on his face. That was all just minor injury. I just want to thank God that there was no life lost. The car was a total write-off, no problem, but our life was spared.
Incredible testimony there. Our sister and her husband experiencing firsthand the mercies of our God. Moving on, our brother Priye January, a medical student of the University of Port Harcourt, says he's now the happiest person in Port Harcourt. What exactly happened? In this voice note, he recounts how his life moved from a period of sadness into a time of joy and satisfaction.
Ever since I came into Port Harcourt, that was in 2017, up until 2018, I can say that period was one of my most unhappiest moments. Because everything I hoped to achieve then, I didn't achieve it. So that sadness really affected me psychologically. So that was up until 2019, where I finally accomplished the first thing I hoped to achieve. That was getting the course I wanted. It's been going well. I think the last I checked, my CGPA was a 4.7. But my testimony today is about King's Class. It's a platform some of my colleagues and I began. It's solely based on talks, and we began this platform in school while school were on sessions. But funny enough, the progress we've made so far occurred during the ASU strike. It was really surprising to me because up to now it doesn't really make sense. But the Holy Spirit then reminded me of what he said during that 2017 period when I was unhappy, that he will restore to me the years which I had wasted. Now I can happily say that this year I am the most happiest person in Port Harcourt. I just want to give God all the glory because God has done it for me again.
Now when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dreamed, then was our mouths filled with laughter. Beautiful testimony from our brother Priye. But that's all we have time for on God Did It Today. Do recall that you can also let us know what our God is doing in your life by simply sending your testimonies. The portal remains goddidit@hotrportharcourt.com. Once again, it's goddidit@hotrportharcourt.com. I am at the Nord Inko Giga. Let's return now to Williams Abule, who's ready to tell us more on the Activate Conference beginning this Thursday. Williams, it's over to you now.
Of course, it is here, and I can't wait to be a part of it. I'm all fired up and ready. Thanks, Giga. Welcome back. The details. All is now set for our mega annual program, Activate Conference. This year's edition, themed Dominion, begins this Thursday, the 17th, and will culminate on Sunday, the 20th of November, 2022. The conference promises the miraculous, healing, and breakthrough. It is also set to empower and equip us with the spiritual needs required to finish the year strong and begin the next year even better. It will hold right here in our sanctuary. The speakers are all set and ready to give what God has laid in their hearts. The conference is convened by our senior pastor, Reverend Larry Olusheye. Don't be told about it. Be there and get ready to receive from God.
This is only moment when God walks in
On earth, God doesn't move until men activate his presence.
We do not speak empty words. There is a government that backs what we do. Territorial powers must understand that power has changed hands.
Did they say you will never make a comeback? Did they say that this is how you are going to die? I came to announce to them they are in for a big surprise, because I am made for dominion.
when the glory comes.
No one beholds your face and is not changed from glory to glory.
You can't do good because you choose to. You do good because you are anointed to.
In your submission is your immunity.
Now Christian, we no know himself. Now him devil a chance.
The Children's Church of the Heritage House will be having her annual Christmas presentation in preparations for this special event for the children. The leadership of the Children's Church hereby appeals to parents to please make their children and wards available for the first and second services for the remaining Sundays before the dress rehearsals. Parents are also urged to bring their children for rehearsals on Saturday whenever the call is made. That will be all on Heritage News today. I am Williams Abule. Do enjoy the rest of the service.